Bueno, nosotros somos una
We are a
iglesia
United Methodist
metodista
Church
unida en
in mission.
misión. Y
We
esperamos
hope to
alcanzar
reach out
muchos
to a
jóvenes
lot of youth
y ayudarles
and
en
to
su
help them
desarrollo
to develop spiritually and
espiritual
also
y
grow
de
in their
escuela.
school work.
Y esperamos que tanto padres como
And we hope that
como
even
jóvenes
parents
se integren
get
en el
involved in
proceso.
this process.
I dealt with a lot of the young men selling drugs, especially down South Camden, and a lot of criminal activities, who really don't want to hear about coming into church. But yet they still need God, right? Mm-hmm. What should the church be doing to meet the needs of those most extreme cases out there on the streets? You know, the cats who are, strapped up half the time, the cats who are out there, trying to hustle. And do we have a responsibility to those young people also?
Yeah. I feel like you do, but then it all goes back onto there's only so much that the church can do. It's a decision that they have to make, because I know a lot of people like that, and people like that typically have this attitude like it's me against the world, and I don't care what anybody else has to say or whatever, and they just have this negative mindset that everybody's out to get them. So I think there's only so much we can do as people or as the church, because they're so hard-headed. Because they feel like I've been through this, I've been through that, so that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. And God ain't never helped me. Like, it's people, I know a lot of people who think like that. And I can only say so much to them. And then eventually, after I keep speaking to them and setting the proper example to them, and they see me being blessed, then eventually I think that they'll realize this isn't the life for me. I think the ultimate decision is theirs, but I'm going to realize that that's not the life they want to live.
I have a conviction in my heart that there may be in that city the future senators, the future presidents, and future world leaders. We need to help these youth and children to see and explore their God-given potentialities so that they could bloom and blossom for the glory of God. We need to do something also from our inner city, youth and children who do not have the facilities like others, and we need to provide them.
We have a lot of programs here in Camden, but yet there's a fee. People are trying to keep their electric bill on. People are trying to feed their children day to day. Clothes being washed. Until you walk in their shoes and see and communicate with these individuals, Pastor Tim, it's a different output.
What is the best hope for this city?
I think for me, Camden Youth Initiative, that's the best hope. We have a vision. There's churches that are coming together to put some type of plan together, an action plan to take it to the level that it needs to be. I think that's hope. And as we continue here at through Project Give Back, doing our part, to add on, that's hope for kids, and let them know that we care about them. Those kids are saying nobody cared in the public system. Families saying no one cared. We give out Easter basket, Thanksgiving basket, Christmas. We're trying to meet the need. We can't serve the world because we're limited. It's not like we're making $1 million as pastors. As a matter of fact, we're making 0 cents.
At Third Avenue, we've been an integral part of Centerville for well over 100 years. We are reaching out to try to connect with the children who have been lost in the streets and subject to violence. And we find that around us, violence rears its ugly head almost weekly.
What's good about Camden?
To be honest?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing?
I don't see nothing good in here.
So if you were in charge, what would you change?
First thing, I'll try to start with the kid, because that's where it started. It starts when they're young.
And what would you do? What would you do with the kids?
With the kids, just try to keep them entertained, keep them busy. Let them know that there is hope. So when they do get older, then they can try to teach their kids. And you know what I'm saying, just keep the ball rolling. Because right now, that's where it started, the kids.
Think about that extreme case out there. How do we best show them that we care? What do we do to show them that we care?
A lot of times, people are quick to judge other people on things that they do, but we don't necessarily know what situation that they're in. Because although there are some people who are out there who sell drugs and do negative things just for the fun of it, but then there are some people who, although it's not right, they're doing it to feed their families, or they're doing it to, you know what I mean, and their goal is to make better. You understand? So instead of us judging them and just automatically being, you know what I mean, judging them in a rude way and just getting on top of them and just, you know what I mean, basically telling them that we're better than them because of what they're doing, we need to try to understand their situations, because Jesus, God, he forgives people. And I think we have to forgive them. And if we show them that, you know what I mean, it's okay, that they can be better, that, you know what I mean, we understand that what they're doing, you know what I mean, we understand that they might be doing it for good reasons, but we just have to tell them, maybe you should do something else instead of this. Instead of us just getting on top of them for doing this. Maybe we should just try to help them out and tell them and give them other opportunities and try to, you know what I mean, broaden their, widen their horizons.
In Canada, with the poverty level, the kinds of things we operate with, minimal resources, we could use all the help we can get in putting together the kind of programs that are going to make a difference in these children's lives. Certainly financial resources is critical to some of what we do, but even more so networking and working with suburban churches to bring in maybe some volunteers to do tutorial kinds of things, or help to just mentor youth, or give them an opportunity with a job that you may have a connection with in the suburban area, showing them some of the things that they can not only aspire for, but can achieve with that kind of guidance and support. There's a lot that I believe suburban churches can do in helping us. And of course, I know without a doubt in my mind that it begins with us here, right here, what we do with our children. But sometimes it gets more than we can handle. And having suburban friends and partners can be a great way of building this ministry.
One of the things that we have to come to grips with is that none of us as adults have ever looked at the world from the bottom up like these kids see the world from the bottom up. And therefore, what has to happen is that we have to create a way that we can hear the kids speak to us about their hopes and their dreams and their aspirations. And that it's like hearing it through an open glass, that it's valued, and you affirm it, and you help the kids figure out a way to make it happen. All too often what we do is we hear it through our rose-colored glass that says that everything is going to be all right, and that if you just stay in school and if you just work hard, that you'll get the rewards of the American dream. Unfortunately, all too often the life that they live is one that they know about the fact that if they don't join this gang, their life might be in danger. And if they do join the gang, their life will be over. That's a vastly different kind of life experience, and so we hope that we can make a difference. I'm sorry. We will make a difference.
They are the light. We must save the children. We must fight this fight. They are the future. They are the light. We must save the children. We must fight this fight.